Salutations, everyone. It is a Thursday morning. I have a couple of things on my mind. First off, this morning, all of them DDO related, so we jump straight in. Last night, actually, if you watched the playback of last night's stream, you noticed my leveling partner Beef and I separated to do a quest that we shouldn't have had a problem doing, and probably wouldn't have had a problem doing if it wasn't for that pesky one. And my leveling partner ended up taking a disintegrate to the face. So now we're starting back over at level 1, level 4, level 7, level 5, somewhere in that ballpark. And if you've been watching, also you'll notice that Tobrel and I have been playing kind of in the same window, and I'm hoping that Beef and I will be able to basically use similar characters to level up. And I really have been enjoying doing the hardcore server for like test builds, you know, doing something kind of crazy, see how it does, if it lives, if it dies, and then repeat. So something I was kind of fiddling around with is this idea of I actually got the idea from Top Hat to Lab over at twitch.tv/TopHatToLab, and trying to combine a monk wizard. So I've rolled up my prototype over on the live server at 15 and jumped to like 5 and kind of fiddle with it, and it feels really good. And I kind of want to fiddle with it. So I'll probably work on that a little bit this morning. But then I woke up last night with the idea that I also would like to do a Warforged or a Blade Forged Artificer, perhaps. I'm not a huge fan of Blade Forged in general, but I do like the idea of giving it a go. Something in melee. That's kind of what I'm in the mood for at the moment, is something melee. It probably won't last very long because I often die in melee because I'm not a very good melee. I'm a much stronger range person. That being said, I have Samius here that I'm really enjoying. This is the character I've been playing with Tobrel. This will probably be who I continue to level up with Tobrel and Beef. I also have this little monk thing which I built all wrong, but has been fun. I think I could fix it with a lesser. I could straight up re-roll. Like, there's a lot of possibilities on this, but I think we're going to start off with this little gnome chick here today, it's afternoon. We'll see what's up. I also passed away on my cleric last night. I think I mentioned this several times. It's been on my head a lot. And the reason why I kind of keep mentally bringing it up, I think, is because I'm honestly not sure. The death is still real. It was a character that I felt so confident on that I was not going to die, that I was just like, whatever. And then I died. It's so weird. Alright, we're on an airship at the moment, so we'll just take the Sharndocks. And it's kind of sitting with me in a weird way. Hey, you're awake. Okay. We want to drink this XP potion before we grab any XP. Let's grab the Wand of Fire. So from level 1 through 3, it's going to play a lot like a traditional wizard. And then at 4 and 5, we'll start taking wizard levels, or monk levels. What am I doing? I. Yeah, I. Get out of here. I really wish that they would start you with like 10 plat or something. A little bit of pocket change. Sure, that's fine. Can go up there. Yeah, okay, perfect. Alright, so monk, wizard. I know we're going to want concentration. I feel like we're going to want spellcraft. I know this feels weird, but I'm not sure how many levels of monk we're going to have. I don't know how many levels of wizard we're going to have. But I feel like some. I don't know. So I'm thinking concentration for sure. We can do spellcraft. It's probably the next most important one. And then where do we want to put these last tome at? Oh, not 1,000. Probably fine. I'm not sure. Not sure where to put this last tome. It's +2. I guess just put it in jump because it never hurt, or balance. Probably jump. Balance. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right, so let's do that real fast. So knock it out. So we need a concentration. And we need a spellcraft. And then we want a. Can we eat this while we're doing this? And a balance. Okay. Eat your tomes faster. So slow. I know starting McCorthos again does not sound fun to anybody, including myself. I'm really not looking forward to this, but if Beef gets on or Terrell gets on, we'll switch over. This will be a side project until... maybe not. Maybe this won't be a side project. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Spells. We need to go prepare some spells. We will do... Exorcist Retreat because I'm already tired of being slow. We'll do Shield because I don't want to take magic missiles, and then we need an offensive spell. I guess Burning Hands. This Flaming Bolt is fun, but is slow. So slow. Any spell components at the moment. That's alright. I keep forgetting about this. Options, UI settings, left. That just drives me absolutely bonkers. I don't know why this has changed from my default setting. I've fixed it numerous times. Sand, and I like this barbarian over here. The other barbarian obviously is also fine, but for whatever reason I like this one. Hey, good morning, Legion. What's going on, Big Papa? I like it when they call me Big Papa. Hope you're enjoying the various things. like the idea of having some Bigsby's hands, but I don't think they're necessary. But we'll drag them over here in our bar anyway for now, because they're fun. Because they're the fun. Alright, so I think we finally got all of our character setup done. Alright, we gotta take our first point deep gnome. We're gonna go up to Harper Agent Tree. And we are going to be Pale Master. So we'll start it like this. This will look pretty familiar to most people. This tends to be the way that I prioritize things. And you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to bother doing another race that's not gnome for now. Your wife got the kids to school and let me sleep in. Sweet, man. Just wish I felt like I could actually get sleep right now. My sleep schedule is so wonky. We also need to change our dye color because that drives me crazy. Again, this is something I feel like should just be a part of the UI settings. Alright, well, that's old. So if we do all this exactly correctly, I'm not even going to pretend like we're going to. I think what we're going to end up with is I really kind of want 12 levels of monk and probably somewhere like ideally 8 levels of wizardry. I don't know how right that is. It may be completely wrong. It might be better to go the complete opposite way. Oh, didn't hit this turn. Such a loser. It might be completely better to go almost all wizard, but then like 6 levels of monk. I'm not sure. Nor do I want to pretend that I can be sure. Alright, so as you can tell, this is very similar. The difference is that I did not take the make your guy stronger stuff. So no augment summoning, none of that. None of that. I guess the other thing I wanted to talk about before I forgot is because my leveling partner died, besides just making a new character, there's one other option at my disposal that I haven't taken into account that I could. And that is I could power level Sam like in Explore Zones very easily. I'm already basically there. Explore Zones or doing quests on normal. Could easily see myself leveling to 20 and then just doing like yeah, wow. I don't know what... That was the monk, right? That monk, I could not get these altars beat. Crazy. But I could TR Samius. I could get 2 more build points. I just don't know if it's worth it. I would very much like to keep Samius as high on the board as I can, favor board. But I don't want to be soloing on Samius. But it's going to take another week and a half to get beef up there. And that does not sound good to me. I don't know. I'll have to just play it by ear and see. But I would not be opposed to having, you know, Samius on both boards. It's a weird hiccup. Okay, I don't know where that noise came from. Thought maybe it was someone on the Discord making a weird noise, but it was not. Maybe it wasn't even audible for everybody else. Who knows? Okay, I'm gonna run out of here. Those guys will clean that up. Ow, hot. Hot, 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 hot. It's good. That's what we're looking for, though. Nice hot tea, shock to the system.
A magical barrier blocks the way. I can fit the last crest in place, and the magic shield dissipates. The Sahuagin inside spits out a venomous voice. These fools keep corpses.
Probably doesn't make any sense not to have just finished the quest right there. But it's not a optional or anything, so we might as well just let the guys kill whatever. Yay! The chest is now mine. This chest is mine. I don't think there's anything too exciting going on today. Haggle and stunning. That seems terrible. Sure, whatever. Veteran status 3 week. Starting September 13th, running through September 18th, players will be able to create a character and begin the journey at level 10. That's cool. Free adventure pack starting at September 19th. Release a code for a free adventure pack that'll be redeemable to redeem on all players in the game. This coupon code will grant players access to the Path of Inspiration. The Path of Inspiration was the adventure pack released in our first update following the launch of free to play. Don't do it. That's cool. So they're giving people free pack. Did I not change the dye color? I did. I swear it was still blue though. Where am I reading this? Right here. I was going to actually pull it up on the screen as soon as this quest is done. So give me one. Let me finish this thing here. I don't want to fail this quest. We'll take another look at it. For those of you who want. Alright, one more. One more should appear right here. Watch me find a way to fail. Even though the last guy should spawn in this room. There they go. Alright. I gotta get out of the quest. Alright, here we go. So here we are. DDO anniversary, 10 years free to play. This is the poster that they've been using for when they switched to free to play, so changing it's pretty cool. And of course they talk about your launch bundle, which I think I will be picking up, and I will be eating it on triple completion of Samius. There's your veteran status 3. I'm kind of curious what gear they're going to give if you make a new character at level 3, or sorry, level 10. And then, of course, your free adventure pack code. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. All good things.
It is on the people's lips as you walk by. Cautious looks have become friendly nods. Then word comes that your presence is requested in the tavern.
And honestly, I'm just keeping an eye on the various Twitters. Just trying to keep an eye on the various Twitters. Concentration, spellcraft, balance, jump. I want to get these things to like 10. Let's do Pro Evil and I'm honestly not sure where I would put this last point. I don't see a reason to take like Freezing Bolt or the other one. We'll take Shocking Grasp. We'll be in melee range. Again, just because it makes leveling easier, we're going to continue to pump our skeleton. But that is not our primary focus, and we will be actually exchanging that pretty quickly. Kind of want jump now. Mage armor would not suck either. Level 4, we we'll have named hand wraps. So we really just have to get ourselves to level 3. Leave me alone, fly. Shoot, fly, don't bother me. I'm really kind of surprised Beef's not here yet. If I'm being honest. steal from this small business owner. Feel bad. Alright, let's see what's trending. Paul Walker. Why is Paul Walker trending? Oh, today is his anniversary of his birthday. I really am impressed that for a young actor, so many people liked him that even years after his passing, people remember. What else we got? We have hashtag smarter. Sam Darnold, football player. Hashtag I knew it was a scam win. And vape ban. Sounds like the boss just came down the stairs. Wonder if this...
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. Probably around noon.
Okay.
He called from Junction City. Oh, my phone was fucking... Do we want to just bring it down? Sit it in the downstairs room here?
I can just leave it upstairs. I can take it down the stairs. Downstairs is not hard.
Okay, so you're fine with just having him put it in the living room?
That's fine. It's
Okay.
totally fine.
Okay.
Gravity is your friend when you want to take
I get
things
that.
down.
Okay, I'll tell him. Unless they're just going to put it on the porch and have me sign for it.
I'm sure they'll... Well, even if they do that, that's also probably fine.
Okay.
Then we can worry about it when we're done.
Right.
So the purple mattress that we ordered should be coming in today. And they're going to... I guess it's too heavy for UPS or FedEx, so they're just a special company delivering it today. Start on these guys first, please. Alright, now you can finish off Jacoby Drexelhand. Alright. What else is going on? It started to snow in California. Actually, if these were the acid ones, I would take it. Because the hand wraps we have at level 4 are fire hand wraps. So... let's just take this discarded ring for now.
Have made the village much safer, but only temporarily. It's time to take the fight to the
Alright, so for the speed of leveling, we will come back and clean up these Korthos quests a little bit later. But for purposes of speeding along, should have an action point here. We are going to take strategic combat. We can probably start putting points towards actually accomplishing our goal. I can't believe I ran past the quest giver. Oh. This quest first. So usually, if you set the skeleton to defend the hireling, they'll run around together and they do a great job. And we can do other stuff for a few minutes here. Let's look at our skills. And not that, oh, it's not a skill, it's a feat. It's a basic feat called sneak. Not that sitting here sneaking is necessarily the way to go, but look at this. Alright, so 1 like equals 1 answer. Name you have thought of choosing for yourself but didn't. I did choose the name I wanted for myself. A thing you would like to try but are scared to. I like to bungee cord jump, I think. It's one of the things that I'm most afraid of. So, I'm a pilot, for those of you who don't know. I was going to flight classes and doing flight stuff during 9/11 and the years after, and was kind of, in my opinion, tricked into the aviation industry is going to be great. And it has recovered now. Right now it's really strong. 18 years later. Yeah, I should have 18 years ago today I should have left aviation. On September 12th I should have just stopped. Anyway, good morning, Jack. So one of the things that I am actually scared of is being up really high and not being in control. I do not like the idea of the idea that I do not have. Same thing with like parachuting. Would also be a lot of fun. Hearing this story just after I came in sounds a bit. Vampire, what is this? Someone show me what this emote means. Dracula sweat. But so yeah, something I'm afraid of doing is not being in control at altitude. So tandem jumping, bungee cord jumping, anything like that terrifies me. But I would like to do it because it terrifies me. It's kind of my rule in life, is to do the things that scare me. So at some point I need to do that kind of thing. A food you hated as a child that you love now. I honestly don't think there's anything that I hated as a child that I love now. I hated tomatoes as a child, and I still hate tomatoes. But pretty much everything else I was either indifferent to or liked. You actually love parkour and do it. It's so fun. I would not be opposed to doing parkour. When I was a kid, I used to do what basically is parkour, but we didn't know it was parkour then. Used to hate tartar sauce, but it's pretty good now. Yeah, see, I've always liked tartar sauce. Can't. Like, I always liked broccoli. I always liked the majority of my vegetables. Like, I was never one of those kids. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more of like I liked everything as a kid and now things are gross. Not the other way around. A favorite shade of a favorite color. So I'm a big orange guy. Like this is kind of very close to my favorite color. I always eat what's put on my plate. That's why I don't put food on I never liked. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I said I just always... Even if I didn't like what I was given, I do my best to eat it. That may mean that I go and I throw up later, or I choke myself or whatever. But I had a very mean stepmother, and you ate what she made you, or the beatings were real. Yeah, you're welcome to tag along. Anybody that happens to be on the server is welcome to tag along. The character's name is Drew Samila. Kind of like, there we go. Kind of like Drewilla, but with the Sam. With the Sam in the name. Can we resume here, or do I need to go do?
No, it's okay.
All right.
I'm prepared for this part.
All right, sweet. Well, let's see. What's next? What do you eat when you feel sick? I make basically what I call my chicken noodle soup. It's basically egg noodles, chicken broth, lots and lots of salt. That's basically it. I usually cook it in a skillet, and the noodles are very, very thick, and sometimes there's meat in it, usually just noodles and chicken broth. That is typically what I eat when I do not feel good. I also do this thing that a lot of people think is disgusting, and I will just heat up chicken broth, and I'll basically drink it. Drink it right on out of a little mug or whatever. A +1 King Kopesh. King Kopesh O of Evil. Can't get up there. There we go. We got 19 more. I do plan on stepping up to Reaper, Sojak. I'm just waiting to hit like level 3 or 4.
Oh, sure. I'll join you for it.
Okay.
But I can't keep any Reaper, so it's all you.
Well, again, worst case scenario, the Reapers get too bad, we'll just leave. Just flee.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Probably.
He's gonna spam blood tribute and OF4 as I do it.
I mean, you can do all the things. Who do I wish I was more like, and why? Oh, that's an interesting question. I do my best to incorporate things that I admire about people into my own routine. I mean, we're going to take this eventually, but we can get value out of this now. Yeah, I'll probably just do this for now. Alright. Sweet Reaper 1. Let the hirelings do most of the work. Suspect the playstyles here are not going to work. They're not going to homogenize well. Like the hirelings are not doing enough of the initial work.
Well, let the hirelings go ahead. That's a famine reaper. I'm not dealing with that.
Alright, well, we might still be okay.
I'm literally dealing 0 damage to this guy.
Yeah, I just got like a
I'm
big
gone.
hit. Get out.
I'm gone.
Run away. Flee! Flee! See, that's how you do it. That's how you do those low-level Reapers. Alright.
So no Reaper 1.
Huh? No, go back and do it again. Wasn't bad. The problem was that my little guy just died. Huh?
You have 14 health.
I know, it's fine. That's why I left. And just go get healed back up and we'll get out of here. The dogs are barking like crazy. Either the guys are a little bit early, which is weird because they just called and they said they were in Junction City, which is like 45 minutes away. Is there a way to see what tomes you have used? Yeah, if you hit like either skills and mouse over, it'll tell you. Yeah, right here it'll tell you tome inherent value, or if you have a tome over here on for like a skill tome, it'll be listed under I think special feats. I don't have one on this character, so I don't know. Hey, good morning, Beef.
And so marks the beginning of another chapter in the adventure that is to Democrat.
Oh, man. Come on, flies. Leave me alone. Yeah, they should be listed, I believe, under special feats. You may have to open up another drop down menu in there, but they'll be in there somewhere. And it'll say like done X number of times. You're on Tukey. Okay, let me find Tukey. Leave me alone. I'm trying to think. Rogue, right?
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Are you a wizard?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You are a wizard.
What? Your HP so low. What level are you?
Level 2. This is like my monk thing. Still working on getting somewhere.
Mind if I get invite to open the ball?
No, that's fine. Do you want an invite to the guild, or do you want to hop on there?
Yeah, just an invite to the guild.
What's your character?
I literally just messaged in the party chat.
As shock.
That's me.
Oh.
Can I nag a ship invitation too?
You cannot invite Shock into your guild because your guild is.
Boop 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 doo doo. A part of your body you love. Well, my left big toe is pretty sweet.
Well, guess I'm just gonna settle for getting an invite to the guild ship. Thank you.
I have not even sent myself an invitation to my guild on over here, so any favor I might be making would be going to waste.
What are you guys working on?
I just run around the harbor on Reaper 1. Where are you at? Did you get all of it finished?
3s. Ready to start 3s.
I'll continue to work on this guy later. Let me grab my, somebody a little bit more ready for such a quest. I'll grab my wizard. Yeah, let's grab my new wizard project. This is my Reaper person. She could use more Reaper XPs. Who are you, Tuki? There we go. So that new starter kit is a +8 Supreme Toe Minute, right? Yes.
Yep. +8 tome, a heart of blood.
10 to your shared bank.
And something nobody cares about.
Alright, can I get re-invited to the airship, please? I did not realize you were ready for 3s. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, stayed up too late.
Did you?
Hey, Samius.
Yes.
You want to know what's the sad part? It's the fact that I'm still waiting for people to do Vaughn. Because I can't find anyone to do Vaughn. I'm literally still waiting.
Well, you know what?
It's sad.
A few levels, we'll be ready to go again.
Yeah.
So, what you'll get is you'll get inherent bonus to each your stat like 8 times. It'll say that it stacks in your character sheet. It'll say that it stacks a bunch. Oh, this is not what I want. Alright, good. I'm glad he didn't teleport me. Alright, which 3 do you want to start it with?
What's your favorite level 3? Because we're doing cold assault.
Oh, damn it. Probably gonna have to do Cobalt Assault like 1,000 times too. Pistol Brell loves it. This is not
Are we doing it on Reaper?
that's one I don't have to do on Reaper.
Okay, good.
Because I hate Cobalt Assault so bad.
I was about to ask, I'm like, that's gonna be like a lot of Reapers and I can't hit any Reapers.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. We don't have to do
Me either.
ones that
I
are
wasn't-
massive
I was-
pains.
I wasn't gonna do Reaper till level 6 when I get Ghost Touch.
I don't know. Like I said, Tobrell and I were going through all the harbor stuff on Reaper. For the most part, it wasn't bad, but we were all spell casting based, so it's a lot different.
I'm literally not gonna do any Reapers unless it's gonna be a custom. That or I have Black Opal Bracers from, White Blue Mountain, but that's besides the point.
You just got it in the bank slots, but you only have an inherent to Charisma and Wiz. And you don't see a tome in your inventory. There's probably something in there.
It should be under special.
Well,
feat, inherents, whatever bonus.
I don't know if you're gonna get a... Like, you'll get something else you'll click on first that'll make your tome. Yeah, I'm not sure how this particular one's going to work just yet. Alright. You know what? You guys go protect him. So you'll probably have gotten something, and it may also, you might have to log out and log back on before it shows up. It did specifically say the first person that you log on to.
Why is every hireling on me?
Because you're in the front, so I put them on you.
I just need up my hire, but okay. I don't take any damage from lightning spells.
Good. Well, now they're in there.
Yeah, I'm good. You guys can just keep your hires. I'm fine.
No way. Are you saying that you don't want the hires to get any kills?
Yes. I want my kills.
No.
I'm a
Anthem and
barbarian.
Skill, they're doing their
want
job.
kill.
They're doing their job. Look, you got a lot of the kills. Just don't be so greedy. I mean, Tuki's cleaning up the kill count, though. To be honest, more adventures of awesomeness.
Nice try, Shaman. Too far away to lightning bolt me.
Logged off and on again, and there it is in my bag. Yep. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Plunk, plunk, plunk. Is that Vorpal repeater?
Yeah.
Nice.
Run.
Yeah. Again, a lot of that stuff is usually like on login. Very excited. The new blue blockers should be in today. hoping that they really help. Those bags. Of course, the bed being here is also nice, but I'm a ghost. You're a ghost. Man, the dogs are going nuts. There's a fragment over here, Beef. Oh no, I don't have my Bigsby's hands. I'd point to it.
There's 2 or 3 already.
I still have like a collection of Big B's pens in my bag. It's like over 100.
I mean, I actually try to use them occasionally. Oh, Demon Soul Shaman. That's some bad news bears.
You got me. I literally go into the auction house every single time I log on just to check whether there's Big B pens.
Huh.
I have a screenshot picture.
Seems strong.
Look, okay, some people sell them for really cheap, and I just decide, hey, why not buy this for 600 flat? So, you know, it's addiction.
Sounds good to me. I said I mostly use them. This stream is open to people who are not as comfortable with DDO as some other streams. So we often have people who don't quite know their way around the quests like the back of their hand. And we let everybody play with us if they're on the right server and level appropriate. We don't care for the most part. So sometimes that means that we have to do a little bit better job of guiding people through quests. So I like them for that purpose.
Where's that rune?
It should be right about where your feet were at.
Maybe
Might have timed out by now.
there it is.
What's Anthem swinging at?
It's in this big tuft of grass right here. Or around here.
Light Bear Shaman back here. Eduardo Silvan. I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for the follow over on the YouTube channel, mate. And I apologize for not having like a fancy video or whatever to play when that happens. But I do appreciate it. Hopefully I got your name semi-correct. Probably completely butchered it. Man, they are still stomping around upstairs.
Looks like I'm not getting any kills today. Right, I'm gonna just sit down.
You got 45 kills! It's like 4 times the amount of kills I got.
Kobolds kill themselves in the face of Tookie. They're like crap.
You sound like one of those like Spanish inquisitors, you know, like swashbucklers that used to, like, they just film in the past.
Just getting wet.
Hell yeah.
That's hot. Slay the troglodyte chief. Excellent. Great job, Sojak. Can't encourage.
You died in here? Oh, that was good times.
That was so sad. I was so salty. Still a little salty. Does anyone need a Vorpal Great Axe?
Sure,
Sure, you need a Vorpal Great Axe?
sure, why not?
There you go, Big Papa.
Check out my fortification.
Oh, your Kyber's Fury.
Thank you for,
You know what?
thank you for the great axe that I can't use yet, but
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You'll grow up soon.
I want to use this though.
Mm.
It does damage.
You're almost there. Let's see. Where do I want to continue leveling now? Probably.
Where there's smoke.
Yep. Totally down with that. Let's see. You're gonna probably want to do the captives as well, so I'll repeat that. Ghost floater around.
A dusty caravan.
Tuki Lacrim found herself wandering through the Cerulean Hills.
Gay la creme.
Gay Lacrim. Oh man, this name gets more complicated every time I hear it. Look, finds a poor individual in need of her help.
Oh, we're not doing Reaper 1. Alright. Very nice.
I'll get there to the quest first sometime.
You foolish caster. I have 28 spell resistance. You failed twice. Bow before Tuki de la creme.
I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you and buff you. It's the last thing I do. Why is my sticky button is not working? Haha.
Thank you for the buff.
I'm trying real hard. I'm not done yet.
I ain't done yet.
That's fine, whatever. Hirelings, go get him. Keep him safe, because I know how much he loves it.
I'm a barbarian at low levels, damn it. I can survive.
Mm-hmm.
Barbaria! Let's try this one.
Anthem cannot figure out how to get to you. So, Jack, let's call him to me and have him chase you again. What? I don't have any bat poop. Oh, my beef. What's up, QQ? What are you doing? What are you doing? Did you go bark at a bunch of people? Yeah, make a bunch of unnecessary noise. You want to come here and say hi to everybody on camera? Come here. Hi. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much tail wag this morning. Oh, you got a sticker. Yeah, Mama must have left you outside for too long, huh? You're gonna need brushed out. Yeah. What are you doing? I know, you're all about the big cuddles this morning. Alright, get out of here. You smell bad. I assume. You're stinky. Oh, crazy dog. So did the chat go super quiet or did it disconnect on me again?
Quiet?
Okay. As long as it's still working. After that weirdness the last couple of days, you never know. I should go get some bat poop. But that's a sentence you never thought that people would just like throw out there for no reason.
Yeah, most people would use the word belong.
No, I gotta go get some bat poop.
No.
That's right.
Bad food.
See, where was I? I was going through this list. Favorite natural material. Wow, that's a question. Did you say something?
I said nylon.
Is that a natural material?
In a way, aren't all materials natural because they're made by humans, which
No.
I think that there's an argument that can be made. That everything made by humans is natural.
Oh, it's definitely organic, right? Well, not necessarily organic. It's organic.
It's definitely not organic.
Well, organic means has carbon. So the question is, does nylon have carbon in it?
I don't know.
Let's see, where's my barbarian? Here he is.
He's in the quest in front of him.
Oh no, I buffed him with the one spell earlier. Let's see if I can hit Tuki over here with that ones with the spell as well. I don't know if you're too fast for my bard. Oh, I gotcha. Evasive 4 boots. I think yes, please. So far, my job is to bring the hirelings to the quest. It's great. Rage the Barbarian. Oh, hey, I could do this too. Oh, I can. Yeah, I can. Oh, I guess I'm out of bat poo. So I had exactly one bat poo. This does not seem legit.
I was gonna ask, can we get like all the breakable first?
Go ahead, break on with it.
Don't kill the main boss yet. Alright, go ahead. Kill it. Destroy him. Absolutely obliterate him from the face of the earth.
Wow.
That won't be hard. I'll just let him look at Tuki.
I'm gonna say he's not even on Earth though. He's on Everon. Can
Is
we?
that just the name of the continent?
I think it's the name of the planet. Because the continent is Cover, and
Oh, you're right.
Did I say the continent of Zendrick? So,
yep, we're on
I think
Zendrick.
over-
Cover is the main continent. We're on Zendrick. Probably just wood. It's probably my favorite natural material, I guess. An insect you think is cute?
Praying mantis.
Wasn't there a like a girl ant in the Bug's Life? Her. I choose her. Alright, I'm gonna run to the marketplace real fast and get some poo. A food I like that a lot of people don't. I like okra.
I like sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go farm like 10 Slayer so I can get my level.
Okay. Sauerkraut could be one of those items that I didn't care for that much as a child, but I've grown to like as an adult, maybe. Oh, I guess I didn't care for like spicy food as a child.
Like
now I
pate?
like
Do people like that?
crudité,
Pate.
pate. I don't know.
It's like emulsified liver. I'm going in waterwork.
Okay, sounds strong. 5 skills that I have. I can turn
Pretty
almost.
good at Googling.
You're not the best Googler. I'm pretty good at turning any joke into or anything into a joke about myself.
You're good at 0 out of 10 pun.
I'm an excellent punter. I'm the best punter.
Only 0 out of 10 puns, though. Like dad joke puns.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an okay wizard, I suppose. I like to think I'm good at making people laugh with my mouth, but that's not always the case.
I have a 3rd place beard.
Yeah, you do?
I do.
I do not have any place beard. I'm excellent at watching television.
That's not skill.
But I can figure out where I'm really good at predicting the television or the movie. Like, I'm excellent at figuring that stuff out.
That's not a skill either. If you share it with other people, that's just a spoiler.
Nah, come on. Figuring out the plot of where things are going to go, that's a skill. That's gotta count. I don't have a sense of smell. That's gotta be a skill too, right?
Superpower.
Superpower. Okay. An outfit I wore as a child. I used to go to a Baptist church school. We used to have to wear a tie. Let's see, Fireball is 4 now. And a little uniform.
When I was in kindergarten, Batman the movie just came out, and I had this really awesome shirt, and then we went to field day, and some second grader wiped a giant gob of earwax all over my new Batman shirt.
Oh man. Did you make that kid pay?
No, I cried, and I don't think I ever wore the shirt again. Because I was 5.
We used to have the little clip-ons for the ties that we used to have to wear. I used to take them apart and put them back together because I thought it was fun. And then one day I had taken it apart, and it was the day before picture day. I had taken it apart, and I was about to get it put back together when my stepmother made me stop everything I was doing and go to bed. And she wasn't my stepmother at the time. She was the babysitter at the time. And
Giggity.
yeah, right? Made me stop everything I was doing and go to bed right that minute. So the tie was in a state of undone. And then when I got up to go to school the next morning, it was not assembled. And I didn't have, it was going to take me some time to remember how to do it because I was tired, and I just, oh man, double 14s. And I just didn't remember how to put it together. So for picture day, I might even have this picture floating around somewhere. I have a 2-inch tie, because you had to wear your tie on picture day. Oh man, it was super embarrassing at the time for a 6-year-old or whatever I was. Probably less than that. Something you care about but rarely mention. It's important to me. I pretty much talk about it all the time. Favorite
Yeah, that's
natural
hard.
environment.
What? Garbage? What?
Hmm?
What'd you say about garbage?
Favorite natural environment.
The lake early in the morning. You
Ooh.
get the like transition of the temperature. You have that like low level fog on the water.
Fragment over here by the spiders.
Going all the way up.
Yeah, I would actually say something very similar to that. There's a moment when you're flying IFR, so in clouds or whatever, and they bust out, and above the clouds you break out to VFR, or you break out of the clouds. There's a moment in there, right when things transition, where you can't see anything except for clouds and this warm glow, assuming that you bust out during the daytime. And there's just that transitional point, and you bust out, and it really is kind of like what you would expect in like all the movies where they talk about heaven or whatever, right? Where it's just like golden clouds as far as the eye can see. It's one of my favorite moments in anything. A symbiotic plant.
Like one that is symbiotic with.
Aren't all plants symbiotic? Like I breathe and therefore they breathe.
Alright, I'm gonna look their route.
Why?
Optional.
Why?
Because I like it.
Okay, have fun. Don't die. Or if you do, die quietly.
I almost made it to you.
No. I thought maybe he would get to the web. Here you go, here's some more guys for you. They stuck in the web?
I don't know. I'm gonna look. Quit setting up 40.
I just went up to get the web for you. Figured I was totally safe because you were going to be killing everything. Oh, I just tumbled off the side. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't know, bamboo. Bamboo is probably my favorite plant. Grows like a weed.
Hemp.
Oh, hemp's a solid plant too, actually. I don't know, I wish they would...
You're coming with me.
I wish they would, let people do more stuff with that thing.
Don't fall off the ledge, Arlo.
He's a demon soul.
Yeah, I saw that.
What the S? How did he get captured? Calling shenanigans. Things you drink or smoke. I just drink tea.
Water.
I do occasionally have water.
No, I smoked that.
You smoke your water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a interesting process.
I've had smoked ice before. It's pretty good. Like in a bourbon or a whiskey.
I do occasionally drink some alcohol, but not very often.
No, smoked ice.
I know, but I was just... Oh, luck at 19.
Ooh, level 19.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
You could say he wasn't very lucky yet.
His luck ran out.
My favorite item of clothing I own. That poor, tore apart Iron Man t-shirt over there.
It's not MeUndies.
Oh man, it could also be some MeUndies, but I love that.
Sacrilege.
I wear my MeUndies all the time, but I don't get to wear that shirt all the time. I'm always wearing
You
MeUndies
used to
now.
wear it all the time by the state of it.
I did. I used to wear it a lot. Did you start the next ones?
I went back into the waterworks here.
Okay. An unusual complication in your life.
The bus.
Oh man, the bus is great.
It is unusual and it is a complication.
But it's gonna make my life simpler.
It's presently a complication.
That is fair. A belief you questioned at a young age. I think I became a very strong in my libertarian beliefs when I read F. Paul Wilson's The Healer. Specifically, there's a portion in there where the guy talks about using what we would consider public capital punishment as a for various crimes. So like theft would give you so many lashes in the public square that was measured out and handed out by the judge. And I think that was something that was foreign to me at the time.
When I was 7, I was at vacation Bible, and there was a guy there talking in tongues, and I started doing it like to make fun of him, but the adults treated me the exact same way as the adult did, and that is when I started to question whether or not organized religion was bullshit.
Well, people being stupid is sometimes being stupid. Something you're good at noticing. I'm good at noticing most things, actually. Not good at noticing unusual smells. But anything that breaks the pattern kind of messes with me. Trying so hard to get people buffed here. It's not that big of a deal, but we'll get there. The wife says, "Who is the coolest person I know?" actually
I'm
sure.
gonna go do optional.
I feel like just from the person asking the question, I should say my wife. But my smart aleck desire to answer the question wants to like find somebody who's actually physically chilly. You know what? It's probably actually her. She's almost always cold. Yeah, you know what? I am going to say the wife. She is always cold. She's like, even right now, I bet you she's got a blanket on.
I met Paul Rudd once. He's pretty cool.
Oh, man.
We went to the same high school.
A person I miss. So there's actually quite a few people I miss. A lot of old friends. I've talked about my friend Andrew and Tracy being the two people who literally are responsible for saving my life by introducing me to Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm Facebook friends with Tracy now. We really just kind of like communicate on Facebook. I've had him in calls occasionally, like voice chat, like D&D games or whatever, but he's not really participated. But I do not remember the last time I got an opportunity to talk to Andrew. It has been a long time. I'd like to see my friend again. Of course, I miss a lot of the guys because, you know, the guys moved around, so I get a chance to talk or see them nearly as much as I'd like to. Although we do try to get together to play D&D online every Sunday. So we're still in each other's lives, but not as much as I'd like. And I don't get to see my sisters as much as I'd like to. They're all busy living there.
Yeah, me either. My sister moved like an hour and 45 minutes away.
Yeah. Well, we just... all of my family kind of moved around. So... And I did too. I moved out of Great Bend. So, like, my mother moved away. My sisters moved away. We moved to Salina. Who? Over there. And of course, you know, when we get in the bus, we'll be even more unlikely to see people. Or maybe we'll see them more often because it'll be like, hey, we're in Kansas. Do we want to come by and visit? As opposed to I see them like once every 3 or 4 years now.
What? That's crazy.
Right? We just don't.
Great Bend is not even that far.
It's not. We just don't get together very often. Our family, maybe you've heard this, did not have the best social structure. So we all kind of like settled and don't do stuff together. Like I probably talked to my sister Rosa most, and she's a traveling nurse, so I literally when she comes by Salina, she'll stop by. But the rest of my sisters, I almost never see. My sister Veronica, we were in the mall one day. I was buying shoes, or looking at buying shoes. I didn't actually buy shoes, but I was looking at buying shoes. And I saw a woman walk by, and Tanya was there, my wife. And I go, is that Veronica? And she goes, I doubt it. I go, I'm pretty sure that's her. And I left the mall, or not the mall, I left that store, wandered through the mall, ended up in Victoria's Secret, and it was her. She was in town screwing around. Didn't even call. Didn't even text. She does she's got a small business where she makes crafts and sells them at craft shows and stuff. And they do 2 craft shows here a year. Don't even tell me that they're in town. Her and my dad. He'll text me where he's bored at a craft show, but he won't be like, "Hey, we're in Salina." We just have a weird ass relationship. I guess what I'm saying, kids, if you like your family, you should make more effort to get to know or to hang out with them. But they were an unfortunate side effect of me getting away from my stepmother when I turned 18. Another life you can imagine being happy in. I feel like I would like to think that I'd find a way to be happy most times. Oh, I found. Didn't find him. The kind of art I'd like to be able to make. I wish I could draw or paint or sculpt or literally do anything that's physical. I can kind of do some abstract stuff, but I cannot make a thing that looks like a thing on purpose. I have all these weird ideas for like projects, but I do not have the ability to do them myself. I just have the ability to describe them to others and hope that they can kind of follow through with my ideas. Just part of the reason I really like Clankenbeard's artwork. He kind of mashes in with my thoughts really well. I'm getting some laggedy lag moments here, boys. What's left? We have one more, number 25 on this list. Something you read lately that stuck with you.
Modal Land by Tyra.
I swear to God, if you do not listen to this book on audio tape, I'm going to die. And it's got. I hope to God it's her doing it more than anything.
Oh my God.
Because maybe she has an inflection or something that we don't recognize.
Crap.
Maybe it all makes sense.
There's no possible way. There he is.
Chest back here on me. At the optional. He dropped a bonus chest.
Was that a fly? Just buzz your microphone?
Probably. There is one up there.
Incredible.
Microphone's a really it's a good microphone. Yeah, I always like these little things.
Yeah, there's definitely a fly on your mic.
Yeah, he's on the pop filter. We should ask like things like what irritates you, what's a little thing that shouldn't bother you and does. And then I could be like, when you recall out of the waterworks, the game, you zone in and then you tilt ever so slightly to the right.
When parents don't watch their kids in public places.
Oh yeah, that's aggravating too. When you cannot seem to get the flies to leave you the hell alone. like, what's your favorite thing to do when, like, the first thing you do when you get home every day? Well, it's like, I think most people actually get naked, but, or not necessarily naked, but change into more comfortable clothes, whatever that might mean.
What weird thing makes you feel uneasy that don't to others?
That some people think is fine.
I don't know. That's actually tough. 'Cause there's things that make me uneasy, but I would say that they're pretty calm.
Yeah, most of the things that make me uneasy are like when I get in a heightened sense of, like, my imagination is real crazy, right? Like it really, I would love to be able to keep a better.
It makes me uneasy when people I don't know very well offer to help me with things and don't expect anything in return. Just because they're genuinely nice people, that makes me uneasy. And it probably shouldn't.
That's a good one. What the hell was I saying? Excuse me. I started looking at this in reward list and I got mentally distracted.
That's all I hear. It's a lot.
Where? Well, they're pretty cray.
All I'm saying is I've done a lot of Harper quests and I haven't got one of those there ion stone.
Anyway, so my imagination runs wild very quickly. So like walking to a parking lot and at night, or when I lock up the arena and I leave and it's late, it's very easy for my imagination to run absolutely insanely wild. So like anything, I don't know, it puts me in a heightened sense of alertness, which is probably good. But anything like that instantly makes me like, because my imagination goes wild, it puts me on the back toe, on the defensive. Alright, Big Papa, I'm at the airship again. Sojak says, it makes me uneasy knowing that there's a number out there that contains all of my details, credit card number, birth date, etc. And he's blaming Pi. Suppose that's pretty funny. Actually, I already know Tumble before I sell this Tumble scroll. Yeah, I do. I already know Merfolk's Blessing too. Sweet, get out of here. Gotta make sure that this stuff is stuff that I want to sell. Yeah, I think that can go now. Okay. I wish I had some more of that kind of stuff. Just like random questions. I always enjoy doing those things. what do you like next? Beef.
How about swipe signet?
That's fine. That'll be fine. Do your best to die then. But if you're gonna die, die with style. Is there anything in particular that scared you when you were doing it? And then almost immediately when you were done doing it, you're like, oh, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, parasail.
Oh, see, that goes in that same, I think,
I have
pile.
a thing of heights though.
Well, I have a thing of heights when I'm not in control.
Right, you're not in control when you're parasailing.
Exactly.
You're tethered behind a freaking.
Yeah, so that would be one of the, like, it would be in that same pile of, for me, like, bungee cording or
But it was really awesome as soon as I like got up and I realized it was just, just floating around.
yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
It was. Really
It
fun.
probably
But
is
it was-
exactly.
But I had like major anxiety up until the point where
You just realize that if you couldn't do anything about it anyway.
No, it's just like it's like I'm on a big parachute. Like the worst thing that happens is I slowly descend into the wall.
Right.
This enhancement is real. I really like being able to switch the traps without having to do it.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, no, I think parasailing would be something that I would add to that list earlier that I'd like to do that I have a fear of. I should
Oh,
put,
hot air balloon also. That was really fun.
I feel like that would you would have like there's control there in my brain. Why is this not okay?
Don't axe the track box. I know where it's at.
Alright, do we actually get here in time? We can actually do something? Oh, the hirelings aren't here though.
What'd you do to your microphone that makes it stink to where your flies are all over?
I'm just telling you, man, the whole place is filled with flies, and there's nothing I can do about it. I've got traps.
Drying your meat in your office.
I mean, I can't stop that. That's just ridiculous. I did actually think about I think it's called budon, which is a dried meat, but you use I feel like a vinegar to help dry it, and you do like a thicker cut, so it's more like a 1 inch by 1 inch square, as opposed to like a jerky that's dehydrated with water, or salt. I thought about doing that and hanging it up in here, but that is years ago when I really didn't use this room for anything except for storage. Alright, do we actually have a window I can cast a rage on the barbarian? Is it possible? No, of course not. I should have known better. I get a haste off though if I'm lucky. This needs updated.
Crap.
Let's see. At least we could probably get you with that now.
I already have wood.
Oh, well then. I'm just gonna set the NPCs on protecting Sojak. Call it a day.
There's a run all the way back.
Yeah, it was on. I killed that champ because he was trying to murder me.
I get anxiety if I have something like not even important, but like something to do that I have not done before. Even if it's like something fun. I have trouble sleeping the night before.
I get that for like certain levels of events. So like for me, if it's like a test or a magic tournament or something,
Fail. I rolled a 3.
something that involves pushing my intelligence or proving my, you know what I mean? Like something where there's a test involved or something that somebody could judge me upon. I get worried that I'm not good enough. Even though realistically I know I'm probably fine. I probably got it under control. How knocked down am I?
Whoa, I don't know what you just did, but it spawned a bunch of guys back.
I'm just following Sojak. You good wherever you're at?
Yeah. But it was like 8 guys appeared all around.
Yeah, he's got us to the end of the quest now.
I was doing the optional.
Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm gonna die, you guys. It's so scary.
So scary.
Took like 0 damage.
Well, he had his hireling chasing him the whole time, so God knows what he actually took. You want a death block of dodge bracers level 6?
Nope. Do you want adamantine lined hand wrap?
No thanks. Oh, did Sojak just say yes? I'll take the bracer. It's too late. You are too late. You in the voice chat, use it.
But I'm tired. You want fortification 53% bracers?
No thank you.
Fine, I didn't want to give them to you anyway.
I appreciate your generous offer, my friend. Oh, how about this hat? Is this something you'd wear? A crown of badassery?
No, thank you.
I'm just gonna sell it then. Alright. Oh, I have XP for level 7. I guess I might as well take. We're doing 3s. I think Tobrell and I were doing 3s.
Don't do that.
Don't do that?
No, just move, get a huge XP, not.
Okay. Oh, I'm happy to wait then. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. I don't understand.
Let's see if I can die in Red Fang.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can.
You want me to do it instead?
Or you have trap skill?
Yeah, this character's got trap skills.
Why don't you do any traps, you lazy bum?
Because I was letting you do it, because
You just let me use my limited number of tools that I told you I had yesterday? I see how it is.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have 150 Masterwork Thieves tools and 50 plus ones. If you're excited.
You have like 1,000 plus 5s nearly.
Not really. But no, I took trap skills on this character to help Tobrell out. Once again, this was my help Tobrell out character, and you and I were going to continue to rock it out on our high levels. And then we had an unfortunate series of events. So scary. What?
I heard that. You got crit.
You can hear it when people get critted?
Yeah. Makes like a boom noise.
Huh. It's interesting. Chest is there. Did this the other day and I forgot to pull one of the levers. This lever, I think. Cookie Tin says I just did this one this morning. Yeah, it's a fine quest. We've I think everybody except for Tobrell has basically died in this quest in the hardcore server once.
I have not yet.
Oh, we'll get there. Well, mostly because of a missed jump. So, I tried to jump onto these barrels, and I ended up being slightly more... Like, I jumped to try to jump on these barrels, but I ended up landing on that corner and got eaten in the traps. Talab just, like, straight up walked into the traps.
I don't think Forehand's died in here.
I feel like he has. Maybe he hasn't.
I don't think Sojek died in here.
Oh, I'm sure Sojek has died everywhere. Are you kidding? Look at the way this guy's just crazily tearing through the quest. He doesn't care about being on fire. He doesn't care about nothing. Alright, my friend. Well, good luck. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to smash that follow button. And we'll see you.
I'll tell you when you can come. No one tells me when to come. I'm a monster. I surprise.
Did we somehow get a follow and the follow noise and the subscription button at the same time? That's weird. But thanks, friend. Appreciate you. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. You have a good afternoon. Remember when you're going to die? I don't remember when I'm going to die, but I remembered saying that I'm going to die. It's very similar. Basically the same thing.
Do you want to do catacombs for me while I pike? I hate catacomb.
I mean, I will assist you with it.
That's not what I asked.
I'm happy to assist you with it. There you go, my friend. You get to pick whichever one you think is most awesome.
No, thank you.
I think he was just pointing out that there's basically the same belt, except the levels are different. We doing catacombs? I'm not sure what that noise was. Let's see if there's a scorch scroll over here.
Yep.
Do you know if they fixed fire flaming sphere?
I don't know.
I wonder if it's still broken. I used to love flaming sphere. Sojak says yes. I assume yes, that it's still broken. Well, as long as it damages everything else, I don't care if it hits me. I can take a resistance or whatever. Alright. What's your plan, Beef? Are we catacombsing?
Yep.
Alright, well, I will switch to Scorch. Oh, man. Still kind of broken. Last I understood, it just literally didn't do any damage to anything, and then your NPCs all wanted to attack it. Alright, friend, we'll get some sleep. Have a great night. Reaper?
No.
Okay.
I cannot hurt Reaper. I need like 7 more enhancement points.
That's quite a few.
It is. But also, I don't care about Reaper, so there's that.
It's fine. Just here to help right now. Oh man. I have a woman sending me a text message trying to get a hold of the arena, wanting to know if we're interested in buying her Google Play card for $10. So Todd will buy gift cards from people for half price. And apparently this woman's got a $10 card and she needs a few bucks to make sure she can get enough gas to payday. Which I assume is tomorrow. Because $5 in gas is not going to last super long.
Well, she wants $10.
Well, she would like $5 for her Google Play card. Oh no, I may have to call the shop real fast.
Just tell her to just give her the shop's number.
Well, she said she couldn't get through. And I'm also not sure that Todd will take it, but if Todd texts and find out that it's legit, I would actually use the Google Play card. I spend a lot of money at Google Play.
Well, why don't you just buy it?
Because I don't know if it's going to work, and also I don't want to talk to her.
What do you mean you don't know if it's going to work?
Well, I need to be able to look up the value, and I'm not sure that Google Play has a card that you can look up the value on.
If they have an actual physical card, then there'll be a phone number on the back.
That and if go to Google Wallet, log in, pay. Yeah, there's a number. I'm just gonna tell her she'll have to go into the shop.
So you don't want it that bad then?
I mean, I don't know. Actually, hang on. I'm just gonna call. See if I can reach the shop. 1 second. Yeah, Todd doesn't do Google Play cards. Alright. No sound heading to Reno. Wanted to pop in and say hi and throw an ad out. Have fun on your streams. Pretty absent for the weekend. Probably over here, right? Oh, good. Talab found his dog.
Oh, I didn't know it was missing.
Yeah, I guess the dog got out kind of late last night. I think he said like around. He's usually home by 9 his time, but he was not. He was not home then, so he had to get out and look for the dog. Which is always the most fun thing to do the night before a trip. Just to go look for a pet. Last night on Reaper, this quest almost killed me. Right here. This dog, in matter of fact, was also like a demon soul or something. Cast Grease, tripped me, and was whooping me up real bad.
Descartes trespass.
Enchantment. Deafening Silence. 1 white. Each player cannot cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn.
1 white.
1 white.
1 and a 1.
1 white.
So 2 mana.
No, 1 white.
That's insane.
That is really good. And it's an uncommon.
That I don't care about. Because it's not good in draft.
I don't know.
When are you casting more than one non-creature spell in draft?
When you want to cast a removal spell and a planeswalker, or a pump spell and a removal spell, or
So, like, maybe once per turn?
yeah, a couple of times. It may not be like great all the time, but think about all the different like 2-card guys, right? I guess those are creatures though, aren't they?
Yes.
Because their creature types are still... Yeah, maybe it's not as good then.
That's unplayable in draft, as a matter of fact. Maybe if your opponent, like as a sideboard card, if your opponent is some sort of like multiple tricks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they have like 7 pump spells in their deck or something like
Oh no, I got hit out of nowhere a couple of drafts ago. Guy drafted multiple Samius, +2/+1 in haste, and the new double strike card. Or the, I guess not new double strike card, but the reprint of the double strike card. And that was crazy. Like 18 to me. This guy's taking a sweet time.
that. I like his robe though. Wish I had a robe like that.
Wow, where are these guys coming from that Fireball and Scorch are not... Oh, they're coming from around this corner. Weird.
It's so weird.
So weird. I don't know. Sometimes I'm still not used to the way the aggro has changed and shifted with this pathing buggy type issueness. Things that I don't expect to chase you or come at you so early. Huh. There you go. No, I haven't tried this yet. Huh, so the first one heals them and then the second one will hurt them. So I suppose if your first one is the aura, the second one hitting them is not such a... or hitting them is fine. Seems close.
What are you talking about?
So, I took the enhancement that lets you do negative energy damage to undead. But you have to hit them with something first. So your first negative energy spell heals them. And then the ones after that do damage to them. So I was just mentally trying to figure out how to like trigger that. You have a 3/2 knight for 3. You have a 2/3. Alright, so 3/2 white. White knight. Going all in, or are we just going to send the hireling in?
I don't think it matters. They're gonna pop out of those crypts in.
Yeah, but if we can get him to pull it and then just teleport out, they won't. I mean, we'll just get the ones that chase us. Alright, 3/2 white knight for 3. Black generic for a black knight when it enters the battlefield, scry 2. It's pretty good. These are all commons, by the way. The red one is 4 mana, red and 3. For a 4/3. When it attacks, another target knight gets menace until end of turn. Not going to tell me what the other ones are. I thought they said there were 5. They did, but they only pictured 3 of them. Ooh, some sort of sickle. Alright, you're gonna have to focus on this Flameborn probably. I think this will boom. There's a haste pot if you want it back here. Ah.
I was like, well, that guy's almost dead. Oh, he's at full health. Oh, Samius healed.
Yeah, I thought the aura was gonna heal him, but the aura didn't heal him.
If you're gonna heal skeletons, you're responsible for killing them.
Well, I did kill him. I turned around and followed up with the other blast. I was checking to see if the aura had worked. I'm still trying to figure out, because apparently the undead don't take the negative energy aura. So that, I don't know, that feels kind of useless then. If it doesn't hit the aura, or if the aura doesn't warm them up or prep them for that, I don't understand.
Probably does. You probably just stand next to it and block.
I mean, it procced on me twice, so I figured it had to proc on him once. Try again. Oh, I think the skeleton killed that one.
I killed it. I'm not waiting around for you to test shit.
What else you gotta do today? Nothing, that's what.
Go to work.
Nah.
Pay the bill.
Sitting here having a good time. Go to work. Yeah, crazy talk.
Some of us don't have a wife that supports.
Man, it's true. I am fortunate. Go get this one done. Turn the war back on. Heading to the shrine room, Tukey. I got 10 mana. That's probably enough to finish the quest, right? Are you out?
No.
Slash heading that way?
No. Cleaning up all your mess.
My mess?
Yeah. All these bones you left scattered around. Now I'm leaving.
Okay. I know, this one's always the one that I find to be the worst one, but after this one, the rest of them are all fine.
I hate all.
Nah.
I hate this chain. I hate Tango. I
Yes.
hate anything you have to do the same area like over and over again. Not a huge fan of Delaire.
I don't know, I kind of like the idea that, like, you're going back and revisiting the place. So, University of Tennessee students woke up to a sign spray painted on some rock. I'm not sure what rock this is. But it says, Jews did 9/11. Google dancing Israels. And I guess it turns out that one of the Democratic candidates in New Mexico is tweeting out the same thing. I mean, I'm no expert, but didn't we literally study and find out that it had nothing to do with that? Hey, you, come back here. What are you fighting? You fighting this guy? This guy, come here. Whatever. He doesn't want to come to me. I don't know. Usually it turns out most of that kind of stuff is fake, but this does not feel fake. Alright, can you handle that side on your own? Meet in the middle?
Guess we'll find out.
Oh wait, never mind. This is not that one. This is not the one where you pull the thing. This is the one with the traps and stuff.
Yeah, you can do traps.
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking that you might want extra help. I was just thinking this is the one where you like pulled the pulled the 3 things and then worked your way down below, but that's the next part of this.
It's only a solo ice on hand. No big.
Am I a big nerd when I see reboot trending and I think the cartoon, not some song?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, sweet, what's going on with the new reboot and why is it because actually the new reboot cartoon or show was, I mean, it was not great, but it was cute.
I watched a YouTube video on the reboot.
The cartoon?
Yes.
I loved the cartoon.
Like how difficult it was for them to get it picked up by a network and stuff.
Yeah, it was so far ahead of its time.
No. No, what?
I disagree. All that computer animation stuff was bleeding edge for the time. They pioneered a lot of those technologies.
Not accurate.
Do believe that is accurate. I remember
It's not.
I was watching a documentary on it, and they were talking about how literally that was one of their problems, was they were trying to do stuff that had not been done and they could not figure out how to do it, and they had to.
No, they wanted to do stuff that they didn't have the capability to do. That's different.
There was some of that too, but there was also a lot of stuff that they did that they had to figure out how to do. They also had some of the best writers, I think, of any cartoon during that time. A lot of their scripts were written for multiple audiences, which was not something that was really happening then. I'll meet you in the middle. Undead, get fireballed. Hellhounds get the bad touch. fragment back there, huh? Must have finished off one of the champions. Took its head. Why did this guy not take that? Screw it. Randy, pull the lever.
The other side's the one that doesn't get disabled.
Okay, I'll have Randy pull that one too.
Apparently they both go.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm not on a quest. He's a dead man. I'm going to kill your father. Do 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 do. Ghouls on the prowl. know what hasn't happened since the last little update? Haven't gotten any like the random ghouls touching you to death.
I've been careful of that and have not been getting attacked. Like in the last quest, I killed all those guys first over again.
Oh, have you? Just haven't noticed them hitting people like that, I guess, since the update. A couple of fragments down here. Light bearer, huh? Might be taking a siesta. Crap, did I go on the right one?
Probably not. No.
I'm a hero. Alright, sorry. End game. End game. Do. Impulse of Lightning lore. Hardy of Corrosion. Yeah, we got basically nothing. Although I guess that was for that first thing, not the chain. I didn't do the whole chain. Well, kids, I believe this is where Beef has to call it for the afternoon. I think I will probably do the same. Assume you're off to work today.
Yeah, after work.
I'm going to attempt to get the 2 trolls edited and out and record a couple of segments for DDO Cast. See about using Rhett's new bump that he sent. It's much better, I think, than the Star Wars ripoff he sent me yesterday. So we'll see about knocking out a couple of quick segments for that. I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Let me see who else is streaming at the moment. Not showing all that many viewers right this second. There's 215 people watching Dungeons and Dragons online.
Awesome.
However, 142 of them are people from watching people play some sort of Dungeons and Dragons game, like a role playing. And then another 26 of them are people playing some sort of pen and paper game. So I think those numbers are slightly misleading. So, alright everybody, hope you have a wonderful afternoon. And we'll be back in a couple hours. I'll probably come back early like I have been. But the new bed came today and stuff like that, so I got to get all that stuff set up. So I'm not sure exactly when we'll be back. At the very least, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, as always, is our absolute latest go time. So hopefully you'll join us then. If you enjoyed the stream, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and follow buttons. And with it being September, don't forget that your subscriptions cost are half price, and the streamer gets all of that. You don't have to support me, but if you enjoyed the stream, I'd appreciate it. But if you can take the opportunity to support some of the DDO streamers out there that you're watching, it would be amazing. All right, everybody. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you in a few hours. Toodles.